is greater than or equal to 0, and P of S means sample space. P of S means sample space. Always sample space is 1. All the events put together is called sample space. In the probability topic, these are the terminology we should be familiar with. These are the terminology we should be familiar with. And here we are going with the event. A is an event and S is the sample space, and S is containing all the events put together. Any number of events may be there. They are disjoint events, and each one will have a probability. Sum of the probability will be always 1. Sum of the probability of the events is always 1, and generally when any event occurs, the probability will be greater than or equal to 0, but less than 1 because we have many events. Sum of all the probabilities equal to 1, so the probability of sample space equal to 1. We know what is A union B and A intersection B. It can also be otherwise written as A plus B or A into B. These are the probability of events happening. A and B together is A intersection B. Either A or B, it is A union B. The probability of happening A or B is represented by probability of A union B. These are the additional formulas. If you see, probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. And if they are mutually exclusive events, the intersection will become 0. In that case, probability of A union B will be probability of A plus probability of B. And the same can also be written in another way. Union can be written as plus, intersection can be written as multiplication. If 3 events are there, this is the probability of A union B union C. And we have to consider whether they are mutually exclusive or not. The first formulas are applicable if the events are not mutually exclusive, and if they are exclusive, then the intersections will become 0. Wherever you have intersection, if those 2 events are mutually exclusive, then it will become 0. In the 3 different events are there, A, B, C, 3 different events. These are the things that will happen, and you can have any number of events in the sample space, and the probability of union will be like this: individual sum of individual probabilities, provided if they are mutually exclusive events, intersection will become 0. And if they are independent events, A union B is nothing but the intersection terminology. A intersection B will become probability of A into probability of B. And these are the other theorems possible in probability. If A bar is there, that is from the sample space, we are removing A, everything is called A bar. We are removing B from the sample space, remaining thing is called B bar. So these are the other possible theorems. And this is about the Bayesian theorem. Bayesian theorem, if you have probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B, and you can also take them if they are independent events. If they are independent events, this intersection will be equal to probability of A into probability of B. Like that also you can take it. And this is called the Bayes theorem. A intersection B is nothing but probability of B into probability of A by B. And similarly, you can have any number of events. The intersection, if you take the multiplication theorem, intersection if you take probability of A1, probability of A2 by A1, then probability of A3 divided by A1 intersection A2, like that it continues. If n events are there, this is the multiplication theorem which is applicable in probability. These are about the basics. And if you see here, for independent events, if they are independent, wherever you are having intersection, you can write them individually. A intersection B means probability of A into probability of B. If n events are there, all of them are independent, then probability of A1, probability of A2, An. So like that we can take it. And here we have the probabilities of happening n independent events. N independent events are there. A1 bar means from the sample space we are removing A, everything is called A1 bar. So like A1 if we remove, then the remaining portion is called A1 bar, like that. If they are union happening at least one of them, okay, if they are happening none of them, then we have to take complement and then intersection. If at least one of them happening, then A1 union AB, A2, like that. If the probability of happening of first event and not happening of the remaining events, then we have to take like this. A1 is happening, so without bar. Remaining events not happening, so those events are with bar on the top. So these are some of the theoretical details, in probability. Now I am going to the first problem. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. The probability of getting at least one head. So if coins are there, we are having head and tail. In the coins, we will be having head and tail. So how many times the coin is tossed? 2 times. And if you see 2 times you are tossing, two coins are tossed simultaneously. Okay, 2 coins are tossed simultaneously. The probability of getting at least one head. Okay, at least one head. You are tossing them simultaneously. So 2 coins are there, 4 choices are possible. Both the case it can be tail, and one case tail, other case head. First case head, second case tail, and both the cases head. Okay, 2 coins are tossed. There are 4 choices. Okay, 4 events that can happen. This is the sample space. Okay, so both the time it can be tail, both the time it can be head. One time tail, other time head, like that. So 4 events are there, and this is the sample space. Yes. Now what they are asking, at least one head. Okay, what is the probability of at least one head? So here always the probability is given by number of favorable events divided by number of total events. Okay, we are having total events 4. Favorable events means at least one head. Okay, so here one head is possible, both heads are there. So favorable events are 3 in number. So 3 by 4 is the answer, which is 0.75. So the answer is 0.75. Just 1 minute. 3 by 4 or 0.75 is the answer. Hello. Yes. I thought some call from the department. That's why I have lifted, because some NAC work is going on. I'm going to next problem. An unbiased coin is tossed. 5 times. The outcome of each toss is either a head or a tail. The probability of getting at least one head is Okay. So what I will do, unbiased coin. Okay, a single coin is tossed and it is tossed for 5 times. And if you see, I will take this the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time coin is tossed. Every time it can be a tail or a head. Okay. So first time we don't know whether it is tail or head, but whatever happens, the probability is 1 by 2, because they are equally likely happening events. This is the sample space. Whether it is head or tail. Okay, the probability is half. So this is the sample space. So generally how we calculate probability of getting, okay, at least one head. So generally the probability is nothing but number of favorable events divided by number of total events. Okay. So here you can see the total events is nothing but 5 times we are tossing, and it is 1 by 2. Okay. And if I calculate number of favorable events, They are giving at least one time should be head. At least one time should be head. Okay. So this is tossing for 5 times. This is for tossing for 5 times. So at least one head means we have to take it as 5 times, at least one time it is head, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4 and 5C5. Okay, like that also you can do. You calculate what is the thing and you have to multiply that in the numerator. If you see here, it is going to be 5 and this will be 5 into 4 divided by 3 factorial, 5 factorial. Okay, 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial. 3 factorial I am cancelling, 2 factorial will come, plus here it is 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial gets cancelled and 2 factorial will be there. This is 5, this is 1, this is 1. Okay, so if you add all this, what will happen? 5 plus this is 20, 10, this is also another 10, this is 5 plus 1. Okay, numerator is 16. What I got? Numerator is 16. So here it is the denominator 2 power 1, 2 power 1 like that. Okay, so every event it is 2 power 5. What we are going to have is 2 power 5 in the denominator. 2 power 5 in the denominator, which is 32. So 16 by 32 is the answer. 16 by 32 is the answer. 16 by 32 is the answer. Number of favorable events. Okay, number of favorable events by number of total events.